the barf burger because I drew all of Lonnie's drawings. So I drew the two cats on the motorcycle and yeah, the Captain Allegra drawings and stuff like that. And that was really. I think that it goes hand in hand with I did Lonnie's handwriting in the game, and Carla did Sam's handwriting, and that was partly because the two of us were going to be working most closely on this stuff, and so being able to just quickly like rewrite a note that we wanted to change and scan it and update the game and not have to like email somebody to say, oh, could you write that again or whatever, was really useful. And also we both just...
Yeah, I ended up being pretty happy with this. This is the only picture of Lonnie that we had for a really long time, and I was really glad to actually come up with something that we liked, since this kind of thing is really hard, especially when it is such a major character. The other thing is, Lonnie has a cross necklace. She also has some Catholicism in her family.
Yeah, and I think that's something that I don't think that particular detail has been called out by anybody. People notice like the Bibles and whatnot, but yeah, I intended for Lonnie, like I thought it would be interesting if she came from a more conservative family than
Everything was different. She was sitting at my desk chair, and she wouldn't look at me. Finally, I asked her what was going on. She said she felt like she'd done something wrong that night in the city. Like I must think... But I said no. There was nothing wrong. I just wanted to say... But I couldn't find the words.
I couldn't find the word.
I felt like I was gonna cry, but I wasn't sad. She got up and sat next to me on the bed. I looked at her. Lonnie,
Misteri.
do you think you could ever... And that's when she kissed me.
Basement. What the dude? Stop giggling. No, stop it.
Hello, my name is Kate Craig, and I was creating a lot of the environmental assets for the game. Not all of them, some of them I had help with, which I'll touch on a little later, but most of the stuff like the walls and the floors, some of the larger pieces of furniture were my doing, and I'm going to be talking about some of the environmental storytelling aspects in Gone Home. I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't mention the work that my wife Emily Carroll did on the project. She did the house title image that we've used for our wallpapers and for the start screen of the game. She did the loading cassette tape, and she did the maps of the house. And actually, Carla made a...
Composing the ambient exploration tracks definitely ended up being the weirdest part of creating music for Gone Home. The audio diaries tended to take precedence since they had such clear criteria for completion, so the ambient tracks were the last things I did. I spent so long immersed in the logs, which were very specifically timed, that to suddenly shift gears to creating these slow, standalone 5-minute pieces was surprisingly difficult. I remember giving Steve a first stab at the ambient track for part 2 of the game, and I didn't hear anything back about it. When I eventually asked if he had any feedback, he said something like, "Oh yeah, it's great, I just slowed it down by 50% and it totally works," which cracked me up, because I definitely didn't have that in mind.
One of the larger assets that we needed for the basement to really give it character and personality was a furnace, and when we were initially thinking of the furnace, Steve had mentioned to me the furnace from Home Alone, which if you're from, if you grew up in the 90s like I did, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So I did a lot of research and looked up stuff that could kind of evoke a similar feeling, and we finally settled upon octopus furnaces, which are like, thematically and time-wise very appropriate. They're these giant hulking monstrosities with all these arms covered in asbestos.
Thank you for sending
really perfect, so I ended up modeling one of those. Okay.
Apa ini buku JFK? Apa ini kurang? Basement.
There's a little bit of concern on my part before any of this.
Putback is the feature that I'm happiest with in the game. It actually came about as sort of a little bit of an accident. Playtesters told us they didn't want to feel like some kind of horrible person rummaging around this house and tossing everything on the floor. There wasn't really any other option initially. That's all you could do was sort of try and lob things back into the place. So, you know, I had done some code before for placing turrets and things in other games where it, you know, will arbitrarily orient an object to be perpendicular to surface and all that sort of stuff. I told Steve that, you know, we'd have a lot of edge cases with that and it would take some time to implement, and temporarily I would just give him the ability to put objects that these things would kind of stick to in the game, and we tried that, and it worked so well that we decided to keep that, and that's where Putback came from.
Easter egg lagu David Guetta.
Fanzines, I mean, that's one of the things that we started doing right away, was doing these Girl fanzines, and everyone would contribute and write, you know, an article for it, and then we'd compile it and make these Riot Girl fanzines, and we would mail them out to people. I mean, you know, but you know, we used the mail. Right? You know, we had a PO box, and we started getting letters because people would.
All of the sliding doors that you see in the game are actually, from a code perspective, drawers. I made a thing that could slide along a track like that. For the purpose of making drawers. Steve took it, and as designers are wont to do, used it for his own purposes, and came up with sliding doors.
Lampunya Jeep aja.
Oi, petir. Nyaringnya suaranya. Padahal di luar, halaman luar ya. Grab tissue box. Apa sih? Kenapa nih sorangan di rumah? Aku clear nih. Wait. I hear music.
Yuk.
Put.
Ayo.
Jangan musik apa ini?
Ayo.
Lagu.
Ayo.
Nah,
ayo.
putar.
Ayo.
Atau relaxnya.
Go.
Sorangan ke sini.
Drumnya lagunya.
Cukup. Tepaluh tanganku nih. Kartu untuk bapakku nih. Woi.
Lirik ngeri lagu.
Ada yang mati gue.
Bam.
The second half was where a lot more of the emotional weight in the character came out, and that was
jangan Bill, urutku kancang nih.
But a lot of fun to do too, because I've really not gotten to do a character that actually was so emotionally real and so human.
Why?
You know, it's you're not doing some commercial selling you thing or not doing some sort of sci-fi fantasy world sort of story. It was very realistic and very relatable, and you sort of realize that the character's someone that you could know or that you could have been, you know, when you were younger. Which I really liked. It's very exciting. The whole experience has been really good.
Get it.
So I'm Sarah Argadale. And this is my salad dressing. Named for my experience with being in Russia and that being what everyone knows me for. I studied right out of college, and I lived there for about a year, teaching English when I finished school. And it was a cool thing that happened in my life. So I am a reader of the Idle Thumbs podcast, and I guess that's how I met everyone at the Fulbright company and inserted myself into their lives.
Okay, what's next?
The Gone Home team, the Fulbright team, was nice enough to put a little token in the game for me, and it's pretty cool.
Setting. Untung ini lain itu apa Outlast color ini apa itu komen itu hai kakak siapa yang nontonnya sih kok nggak
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls, I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Intinya apa? Lagu bang. Ini nah laguna. Oh ini laguna.
No my.
We're so cool, yeah, yeah. Fuck you too, cool schmuck. I don't wanna see you guys talking like a biker. We're gonna be good all day. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna say hello. I don't wanna wonder if you're gonna walk away. I don't wanna hear how many friends you have. I don't have any anymore.
Sampai keluar suaranya.
Nah, tahun ulang.
Terus sini ada tadi. Malah betul jalan. Ini.
Oh man, moms for handwriting. A lot of different moms contributed handwriting for a game. At first, let's see, how did we do? What were we doing first? I think I just did it, and it wasn't great. And then we had Emily do it, but her handwriting was used so heavily in other parts of the game that we had to find someone else. And I think we actually had Yaman try it for a while before he was Dad's handwriting. And then we got Yaman's mom, and she was ideal for it.
Karena
yeah.
Oh ada berangkas gitu. Wow, apa ini? Lain. Ini ada berangkas ini nah.
Kita nukar Atlas sih, tolong main Atlas. Ih, ampun.
Astagfirullahaladzim apa namanya?
Oh my god, man, game. What the?
Itu nah kayak di walkthrough-nya ini ada kayak ada itu nah. Pemanggilan setan nah. Aku bingung nak apa nih. Aku tuh pojok pun nih. Berapa tuh? Ada Amdan. Kadegin dah omain dah. Trik ketawarin dah.